All right, so about a week ago, I decided to get 50%, a 50% ceramic film put on the windshield, and it has been phenomenal. Do a 360 here. Five percent over factory, so about 2 or 3%. 5% over factory, about 2 or 3%. In my opinion, 50% is the sweet spot. I did my research, watched a lot of YouTube, and came to the conclusion that 35 really gives it the blackout look, especially if you have 5% on the sides because it lets so little light inside the cab. 50% on a cloudy day like this with basically no sun, it pretty much blacks it out, except for a couple shadows. But on a sunny day, I've realized it is as see-through as you need it to be. With windows up on a sunny day, it looks just barely tinted. With windows down, with the front windows down, it could be mistaken for completely normal. Now, on the inside, 5%, 50%, normal. That's a pretty good representation. There's all three, 5%, nothing, 50. When you're inside, feels completely normal. 5 is not that bad. 50 looks clear, fantastic. It reduces glare, reduces a lot of the heat, so much of the heat. And what I did was I had the tint guy cut around my inspection and emission sticker. And because of that, from the outside, what draws your attention, if you're just looking for any abnormalities, is the clear view of the stickers. It draws attention away from the darkness of the windshield. And because of that, it's perfect if you don't want to attract any unwanted attention for tint. For me in the summer, I don't have AC in here, so I'm usually rolling with the windows down, and whenever I need to, I just roll the windows down. And even on a cloudy day with the windows down, this looks much more transparent than it does right now, and because of that, it draws little to no attention for being tinted. You can see the difference right there. Nothing, 50, and it just does a fantastic job of making the truck look amazing. Gloss is over the windshield, and in that last clip you saw I was riding in it, and you can kind of see my hand at the top of the steering wheel if I'm making a turn, but can't see my face, can't really see my figure. And a lot of that's due to the 50% on the sides. It just really blacks everything out. If you have 35 or 25 or even 15 on your sides, it'll make the 50 look lighter. But because everything else is blacked out with 2 or 3% and 5%, it makes that 50 look darker. But because of that, when I roll the windows down, I can also make it look lighter when I need to, which is what I was going for. So this is 50% on the windshield with the front 2 windows down. And as you can see, it makes it much more transparent. And if it weren't such a cloudy day, it would look a lot more see-through. But on camera, it looks darker than what I'm seeing right now. But if you needed to roll your windows down because you didn't want to get stopped for tint, and you're driving by and this is what's seen, you're not getting stopped. because that looks completely normal, especially if you cut around the stickers and the stickers aren't blackened out. It's the way to go. With the rear windows down and the back window open, let's take a look. So with every window possible open on the truck, this is what 50 looks like on a cloudy day. Still makes it a little harder to see in, but it almost does away with the tinted look. Last little note, I went and put a water repellent substance, a little bit of this wax formula or whatever, on the windshield before I got it tinted. And in my opinion, that was a phenomenal move, because when it rains, typically on a normal window, the rain will streak down and smear, and it'll cause the vision out the window to look blurry. But with the wax on there, it just beads and doesn't run and doesn't blur at all. So when it's raining, even hard, and water's getting all over the windshield, I only need my windshield wipers once every 10 seconds, because that water just beads and it doesn't make my vision blurry at all, which is safer, especially if you're going to run just a little bit of tint. And for legal purposes, this was obviously done after I acquired a New York State tint exemption form. Yep. Because that's what you gotta do.